Greetings, Benjamin J. from BENZTRAINZ with a follow-up on that 490 that I picked up today for $5. Went over to this little hobby shop called Scale Rails and asked the guy if he had any Marx stuff. And he pointed toward the back, and it was just like a big junk shop, junk pile, actually. And did some basic cleanup on it. Still haven't gotten this stuff off completely. Don't know what it was. It was some kind of powder, it looked like. So I'll have to clean that all off with a toothbrush. And got the motor broken loose. Added 2 traction tires, one on either side using black tape. And I just installed a headlight. Same as the one I did yesterday. And when I found this one, I knew I was going to buy it. You know, there's $5 worth of parts in it. But I had every expectation of having this running in a matter of minutes. And that's what it took. It took about 10 minutes, literally, to get this old 490 running. Now, it's got the micro motor in it, so it has really limited pulling power. Most of these 490s can pull 4 or 5 cars, and that is it. But anyway, I've lubed it, tuned it, and added a headlight to it, as you see. So it's going to be its first trip around the rail with its new headlight, and this time pulling 20 Marx plastic cars. So I just wanted to do a video to document this. So I got it on the second rail. Let's see how we do. Headlight is working. And it is flying. That's 50% power. So as you see, it was definitely worth the $5. Now it's just a matter of cleaning it up, getting it lubed, and running it, which is what these things need after they've been sitting for years and years. A few drops of oil and put them on the rail. So this is pulling 20 plastic Marx cars. This is the bottom of the barrel. This is the cheapest, lowest quality engine that Marx made. The 490 has the micro motor in it, no headlight, no reverse. Really bare bones locomotive, but as you see, it's running well. It has plenty of power. It now has a working headlight, and this complete overhaul took 15 minutes, something like that. You know, is it perfect? No, it isn't. It's still just a 490, but if you're just getting into model trains and you want to find a really inexpensive way to do it, this is the way. Look for stuff that nobody else wants. The bottom of the barrel, stuff that's dirty, beat up, doesn't run. And in just a few minutes, you will have a running train. So it was a lot of fun to do this. And I do these now just for the challenge of getting them running. So now it'll just be a matter of cleaning it up a bit and then just adding it to the collection. Now this one does have a broken corner on the cab. As you see, right there. If I get this to focus. So it's got a broken corner there, but I do have some other 490 and 400 bodies that I could swap out with this. But like I said, it just got here, $5 for the engine, and in 5 minutes I had it broken loose and running. And then just added black vinyl tape traction tires to 2 of the rear wheels. installed the headlight, which is a 5-minute job. And this little engine is up and running, and it's running really, really well. You couldn't ask for it to run better. And it's a really simple way to get into model railroading. It's not expensive. No matter what your budget is, you can get into this just by doing stuff like this. You know, all these cars, everything on this rail came from eBay. $2, $3, stuff like that. A lot of it was broken that I put new wheels on or replaced a coupler. But when I saw this engine, I knew I could get it running. And, you know, when you're talking about $5, you're not really out anything. Even if I couldn't get it running, there's $5 worth of parts in this motor. So I just wanted to do a quick video. This thing is running really, really well. And it's been here less than an hour now. And has plenty of power, pulling 20 Marx cars. So it's capable of pulling a lot of weight. And surprising, once you get these things running well and put the traction tires on them, they can pull virtually anything any other Marx engine can pull. It's just a matter of getting them running well, getting them lube tuned. In this case, I installed the headlight and got the motor broken loose, added the traction tires, and this engine is running superlative. It's absolutely perfect. It's running better than you could ever anticipate it. So let's take it around again. And you see, pulling from a dead stop, it has no problems at all. That's 50% power. So you really can't beat that. Pulling a lot of cars. So I just want to do a video on this. Really, really simple to do, easy repairs, and the price is right. I mean, you cannot beat $5 for one of these. And still, yes, it's only just a $4.90, the bottom of the barrel as far as Marx engines go. But with a little bit of cleanup, I added the headlight, 2 traction tires, and this little $4.90 is now pulling anything that almost any other Marx engine can pull. So it's pulling on par with a 999. So like I said, you simply can't beat that. It's really, really simple. So again, I have to stress, do not overlook the junk. The guy at the hobby shop basically laughed at me when I bought this. It had been sitting there for who knows how long, and nobody wanted it because it didn't run and it was absolutely filthy. And like I said, I added the headlight, a couple of drops of motor or engine on the, a couple of drops of STP on the motor, and added 2 traction tires using black vinyl tape. So I actually had this running in less than 10 minutes. It was really, really simple. And then I added the headlight, and I did a video on which headlight to use and how easy it is to mount these things in a 490. Remember, the 490 was the bottom of the barrel. It ran forward only. It had no headlight. It had a chug-chug clacker in it, which I always remove because I think they sound terrible. And finished getting this cleaned up. I'll use a toothbrush and perhaps paint it with oil to rejuvenate the paint a bit. But like I said, you can't beat it. $5, a few minutes work, and this old 490 is now pulling 20 Marx cars. It's really, really hard to beat that. So, as always, if you have any questions, feel free to drop me an email. BENZTRAINZ@gmail.com. And as always, thank you for watching.